okay, I can't. I can't. Hey guys, I'm Naima Astor and thank you so much for coming back for my body transformation video. Okay, so back in December, I did say I was going to do a 1 month update for my body transformation, which was last month, January. Guys, I didn't do that because I felt like it wasn't fair to go ahead and say, you know, to come on here and say things I was not doing. I did tell you guys that I would be increasing my water intake and I'm struggling. I'm just gonna be honest, like it's so hard for me to drink an excessive amount of water per day. I believe the reason why is because mentally I wasn't ready and it was around the holidays. Oh my gosh, food. I blamed it all on the holidays, not a good thing, a bad thing, meaning that I was like, oh, you know, it's Thanksgiving, it's Christmas, it's, you know, New Year's celebration. Like, let me wait after all of that is done and then I can start on this body transformation. So that was my way of holding back and not holding myself accountable for the things that I was saying because I was using the holidays as an excuse. I completely did that. Not a good excuse, but at that point I felt like it was a valid excuse because I didn't want to be at the dinner table and everybody's enjoying themselves and I'm like, oh, I guess I'll just have this carrot then. But I really wanted to enjoy myself, and just thinking about it, it was really bad timing at the same time. It's like I'm trying to get this body back and boom, holidays back to back to back to back. But me saying this now is pretty much me making an excuse of why I didn't do it. So it was around Christmas time. I want to say before, way before Christmas. My food choices were not the best. They were 100% bad, but I was eating a lot of junk. When I mean junk, I really mean like sweets. Sweets. I was drinking a lot of tea, sweet tea, a lot of that. A lot of chocolate. I was indulging in junk. And that is not something that we normally have in the house or even buy, but around the holidays, and then especially we're gonna have people over, we tend to, you know, get stuff to prepare for the holidays and get things that people may enjoy. You know, you are having guests over, and because we've decided to host, so we had to, you know, cater to all that. So it was a lot of junk around and I took advantage. I took advantage and I was just eating and eating and eating. And why am I getting emotional? Like, I'm getting emotional already. Like, why? I believe I was emotionally eating. You know, like, I'm someone who think a lot. Like, every second I'm constantly thinking about things. And I want to say I was emotionally eating. I was emotionally eating. All that felt good. All the sweets, all that, you know, the sugary food and all, you know, the flavor food. Like, well, flavor food can be healthy, but what I mean is, you know, the bad stuff. You know, all that, it felt good. Like, I felt good eating it. It's like, if I'm feeling a certain way, I go and eat something that I'm not supposed to have. And so I was definitely emotionally eating, and that was just my way of not wanting to think about certain things. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and have this cookie and feel better. And I did, and I had lots of it. There was always a part of me that just knew what I was doing was 100% wrong. And what I mean about that is it's wrong for my health. Like, you know, all this chocolate is not gonna be good for your health, especially for the long run. And I'm not young anymore. When I was younger, I was able to do it and get away with it, you know, drink all the soda and stuff like that. But now that I am, oh my gosh, how old am I? Now that I am the age that I am, I have noticed that those habits is not good for my body, not good for my health, not good for my skin. Oh my gosh, definitely not good for my skin. And it just puts me in a place of unhappiness. It's like me eating my emotions away. Okay, I can't. Okay, alrighty. Okay, why am I getting so emotional? Oh, I also felt like, well, once I start working on, start losing all this weight and stuff like that, I'm gonna just be like an emotional wreck again, or I'm just not gonna like my results again. So it's like, why am I doing it for? So that was another part of me that was telling myself, you know, why this cookie looks so good. It's like, it was an excuse. I was pretty much telling myself to eat this cookie because if you know, it's gonna make you feel good right now, and once you start working out and blah blah, you're gonna hate it anyways. That is what I was telling myself to get me to eat those junk. And it's like, man, you're right. Matter of fact, let me get 10 of those. Like, it was pretty bad, guys. It was pretty bad. And my water intake was horrible. Like, were days that I didn't even drink any water. It was really bad. And I know I said I was gonna do like a month update. I didn't want to come here and be fake, lie, and say, oh, this is what I was doing, you know, water challenge and blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't, not even close to it. So I was like, I'm not even gonna do a video, a month update video. So by the time you guys see this video, I would already have started working out and eating better. So I wanted to come and basically give you guys, you know, tell you guys what's been going on. It's kind of like catching up with my friends, with my girls, and also giving you guys a life update, and on top of that, tell you guys what I want to do moving forward. I feel better. Like, I don't know why I got so emotional. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I wrote some notes down so that way to make sure to touch on some things that I want to talk about. The number one is being my abdominal separation. A lot of you guys on the first videos hinted that, and I kind of had an idea of what it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. Like with after my first kid, I kind of noticed there, you know, was something off about my stomach, but I totally brushed it off. It was not until after my second child, I was like, my stomach feel and look different, especially when I was doing sit-ups. While I was doing sit-ups on the floor, I would put my hand like in the midsection, and I would just feel like, I don't want to say hollow, that would be the wrong word to use, but it felt like, I don't know, like something was apart, you know, like not together. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it just felt and looked weird. Here it says that abdominal separation is a condition in which the large abdominal muscles separate. Hey, that's what I have. That's exactly what I have. My muscles are not attached together. After pregnancy, after I had my first baby, it totally ripped apart, and it has not got back together since. So reading that, it says that treatment can help, but it's not a cure. It's not gonna cure. Most likely, it may be something that I have to deal with. And a lot of people did hint in the comment that surgery might help, but I'm not there yet. As far as surgery, I am not mentally there yet, and that's not something I want to think about right now. What I want to think about is what can I do for myself, as far as exercising to help heal it. It's not going to be 100%, but at least, you know, to get it back. You hear the birds? Oh my gosh, I love the sound of birds. It's so beautiful. It also mentioned that it is a condition that can last for several years, like several years. So I definitely have a bulge in the middle of my stomach. And like I mentioned, how I noticed it was when I was doing a lot of sit-ups. I noticed it, and one of the exercises it mentioned not to do is sit-ups. That's how I noticed it. Like, oh gosh, why is my stomach look like this? So knowing this, I've come to a realization that my stomach is never going to look exactly the same ever again, which is 100% fine. And the reason why I am fine with it is because it gave me 3 babies. Like, this stomach right here, no matter how bad it looks, it produced 3 healthy babies. So knowing that and also keeping that right here, I feel like, okay, although it's not gonna look 100% back or better, it's okay, because that's what gave me my babies, and I would never trade it for anything in this world. I will walk around with a big old belly if I have to, just for me, you know, like it gave me my babies. Having a flat stomach does not compare to my babies. Like, absolutely not. Are you kidding me? I would do it all over again. These kids, they are definitely the best thing that has ever happened to me. The best. It is not about just transforming my body. It has so much more to do with it. It's about me eating better, me exercising for better health, me getting more sleep, me getting out in nature and enjoying, me stepping out of my comfort zone, doing things I normally would not do because I'm just so used to, and being inside for me is just really, really safe. And stepping out of my comfort zone is something that I feel that I need to evolve, to open my mind, because this is just so much more to this life than just staying in my bubble. Doing things I normally wouldn't do, like YouTube, for example, it's one of them. If you asked me 10 years ago, would you do YouTube? And I would probably tell you 10 years ago, no. So me doing this is stepping out of my comfort zone. I am not a social butterfly. And doing this YouTube is allowing me, you know, to open, to be more interactive, to talk to you guys, to allow myself to get to know so many different people. So, although you guys are not physically right in front of me, but trust me, it is helping. It is helping so much. I know I have flaws. I know. You guys see my cleaning videos, you know too. Showing that and sharing that, I'm not the only one out there. I know that for sure. And I want to showcase that, like, you are not alone. Like, look at me, I'm going through this too. Look at my body. And, you know, it's not gonna snap back. A lot of people's body have snapped back, and I've seen some people on YouTube like, what? You were pregnant? Where? They don't even look like they were even pregnant. Like, congratulations. But I'm not one of those. My body is definitely one of those body like, yeah, I can see you had a few babies. And it's okay. That's okay. And I'm not the only one. There's so many different people out there. There's so many people out there that is going through the same thing, and I want to show you guys that's, you know, it's a beautiful flaw. In the video Truth Body After Baby, when I was getting ready to take off my waist trainer, I was 100% honest when I said, I can't believe I'm about to show you guys. Let me go ahead and do this before I change my mind. Like, I was serious about that. Let me hurry up and do this, record it real quick, because I was having second thoughts, because people I know, you know, people can be mean, and it is showing a lot of myself. That's not something that I like to, hey, look at me, you know? So it took a lot of me to say, hey guys, look, because YouTube is a huge platform and it's millions of people, not or even billions of people. So to show that to a large audience, and you don't even know how many people is gonna be watching this, that's a huge deal. Although I wanted to show you guys that, part of me was like, oh my gosh, am I really doing this? Like, are you really doing this? And I want to continue to do this. Like, at first I was hesitant, but now I am 100% convinced that I want to do this, because your comments, oh my gosh, like, you guys are so beautiful, so sweet, and I thank you so much for the love and support. Your comments is what is motivating me to, like, oh my gosh, you need to continue this, because girl, no, you are right, you are not the only one, okay? So back to what I was saying, this is not just about me transforming my body, it's me transforming me. I've been waking up early lately, and I want to continue waking up early, because I noticed that when I do that, I get so much more done. It has nothing to do with the physical, although the physical part is me looking myself in the mirror and, you know, feeling good about how I look because my clothes look good on me. But the bigger picture is I feel so good inside. That is what this is about for me. I've always mentioned this is not a weight loss journey. I'm not trying to lose weight, but I'm trying to tone what I have, shape what I have into something better, because I do have a lot of, you know, this. So now that I am ready to go ahead and start this, I am going to be taking my measurements all over again, and also weighing myself. I don't know how much I weigh, but I do feel like I lost some weight because my clothes fit differently versus before. They were a little tighter, but now my pants fit better, my shirts fit better. So based on that alone, I know that I lost some weight. But I don't know yet. The last time I weighed myself was actually the very first video. Oh my gosh. My very first Truth Baby After Body video was the very last time. So I definitely am going to weigh myself as well and take some measurements to see where I'm at, so that way I can track everything along the way, track my progress. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I got the measurements and now I know where I am at. It is time to put in the work. I know that this journey is not gonna be easy. Oh my gosh, I already know. I'm not gonna pretend. You guys hear that? So beautiful. I'm not going to pretend that it is going to be easy. I know it's gonna be up, down, up, down, up, down, and then up, a little down. Like, I know it's not gonna be easy at all. I'm willing to try. I am willing to put in that effort and try. The worst thing I can do is not try, because if I don't try, then I will never know. So I'm gonna go ahead and try, and I want you guys to try along with me. Go ahead and do this, like, do it with me. That way we can have, you know, our body transformation talk. Yeah, so I am going to try. I at least owe myself that. I deserve that. And so do you. So don't feel like, oh, this and that. Trust me, I've been there. I'm still, based on my emotional breakdown, as you can see, I'm still struggling. But that is okay. That is okay. I'm only human. You are only human. And we are going to have those moments, and that is fine. That is completely fine. Sometimes it's good to let it out instead of building it in. So if you are someone who is going through the same situation or even similar situation, just know that you are not alone. There's so many other people out there that is feeling similar, is going through the same thing. You are not alone. We can do this together, and let's motivate and inspire one another to go ahead and feel good within. It's not always just about the physical, but when you feel better, you get a better outcome in life. You treat yourself better. You treat others better. It's a lot that has to do with self-care. All of this is technically self-care. Like I mentioned, waking up better, eating better, exercising, taking nature in, not being afraid. All of that has to do with self-care, and that is what I want to do. That is what it is about to me. Not about weight loss. More self-care. So that way I can be a better mother, a better person, individual to myself, most importantly. Before I can be a better mother, I have to be a better person to myself and for myself. So I will be recording my journey and filming it for you guys. And if you are in a similar situation, please go ahead and join with me. We can do this together, motivate each other, and uplift each other. This life we live in, it is so short. And I personally want to be a better version of me. So guys, I thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. I appreciate every single one of you for the love and support. It means more than you can ever know. If you are new, please go ahead and subscribe. If you are new, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And also, if you are not yet following me on Instagram, please go ahead and do so at Naima Altador. Until next time, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.